Welcome to Casa del Sol, Urban Oasis in Apiary. Once again, here to bring you a little quick demonstration today on how to clean and prepare your lufah sponge for the bathtub, the seeds on how to grow them, and a few little tips I've learned along the way about when's good to pick them, when's not good to pick them, when to know they're about ready. So let's go ahead and get started on this thing. I've had a lot of my friends that I've given some of these lufah sponges to. Woody, how do I clean them? How do I make them look like sponges? I don't get it. How do I make them look like that or like that? How do I get them to that step? And what do I do with all the seeds? Because, by the way, when you get some of these, you get a gaggle of seeds up in these things. So I'm going to show you all those things real quick. We're going to get into it. Super straightforward. Got a couple issues with some mold and stuff like that. I'm going to show you how to address it when you get a bad apple in the bunch or bad lufah. So without further ado, and if you notice my beautiful crystals along the front here, I got some beautiful rose quartz. Thank you, Hogg Mine over LaGrange, Georgia. Went over there. Got to dig in with those guys over there. Chris, Lisa, them folks, man, great people. If y'all get a chance, slide on over to LaGrange, Georgia. Hogg Mine, Hoggmine, Hogg Mine, LaGrange, Georgia. I'd love to hook you up with an adventure over there. I highly recommend it. Good folks. So without further ado, how do we get our lufah sponges to looking like sponges instead of like big awkward looking green things? So what we're going to do, just like that, scissors, we're going to cut it into pieces. But how do we get it to here? How do we know when it's ready, when it's to this stage here? All right, so what we need to start with is one green lufah hanging on a vine. So when you first pick them, ow, that was a crap on my leg. When you first pick them, you'll see them, they don't look very impressive. Kind of not very impressive looking. So once you get them like this, what we do is we're going to have them dry. Now the key with drying, and this doesn't kind of show right here real well, but you want a nice drafty place. You want, some people say sunlight, some say no sunlight. My main thing is more of a darker area, not a lot of sun. But just let them cure, let them dry. And moisture is bad, bad moisture. We've had a lot of rain lately. Normally I have the fan running in Casa del Sol, in the greenhouse. Matter of fact, I only have the fan off right now to videotape this for y'all. I'm suffering for you. But normally I have the fan going, I got a nice breeze. They're sitting right in front of it, buddy. They just get breeze and they get really aired out quick. I'm also drying some of my dragon fruit to start doing some cuttings for next year on this. And of course, I'm going to videotape it, show you how to start your dragon fruit, and also how to get some of mine. So drying a bunch of my stuff here, and today we're going to get into that a little bit as far as drying some other stuff. So first thing we're going to do, we got them off the vine. How do we know they're ready when they're off the vine? Two different ways. Either A, they'll start what I call the pickle effect. They'll start drawing in. So some you'll see they're still real round and tight, and you can hear it. Almost like a ripe watermelon, not quite ready yet. Once you see them starting to get to this phase, if you look, it's starting to kind of pucker in on the side, starting to draw in off the skin. So once you get it to that stage, now you can let it dry completely. I have a lot that I let completely dry on the vine until they're just dried to death. These were early in the season, these are later in the season. Picked these a week or so ago. These were all dried on the vine maybe about a month or so ago. Another way to tell if you leave them on the vine or over here, if they're ready or not, my rock eyes. You hear that? You're ready to rock and roll. That is the lovely happy seeds inside. Dried on the vine, air dried in a cool, airy, venty place that way. So you got a couple different options. Now, sometimes you will see what will happen is you'll get some mold and stuff like that on them, some fungi. Not to fret, not to worry. I'm here to show you how to handle that. So, with my color-corded dog bowl, match the beehive, match the house. What you're going to do, if you have some that actually have some of the mold and have some nastiness on it in there that starts getting like this, no worries. A couple different things you can do. I like to go al natural, all organico. So what I do is I take, I'm going to make a big mess if I do this. What I do, I'm going to sit it down here, is I take whatever brand you want, just regular vinegar. Cheaper vinegar, the better. I happen to have my better, more expensive vinegar out today, but that's okay. Whatever kind of vinegar you want to do. Vinegar, blah, 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 blah. like that. Add a little bit of water to that if you want. I usually mix mine 50-50, whatever. It's not rocket science. So when you have it like that, you have your moldy little fella right there. Take your old brush. It's supposed to be in the house, using it for something different. Take that right there. God, it makes my mouth water. Gonna take that, and we're just gonna scrub the mold away. Scrub the mold away. I know I can't sing. Don't hate me anyway. So anyway, do that a few times. Like I said, you can use a little bleach water if you like to. Not gonna hurt nothing. Usually it's like a cap full of bleach per gallon of water, ish. So there's that method there. And then you can let those go back on the pile to dry out. I usually, once that starts to mold, I usually like to segregate them a little bit, keep off the set. Makes my mouth water. Holy crap. Okay, so once you've done that, you have no mold left on them. Once they've dried and got all happy for you, now the fun part happens. Now, I have found there's a lot of different ways to do this. You can, what I call the banana peel method, which you just take your thumb in, the other end. Just take your thumb, stick it in there, and then start peeling this back. Oh, like spaghetti noodles. Start peeling this back to reduce, oh, by the way, as I'm throwing these in here, my bucket on this side right here, I throw all the shells. I practiced before y'all got to see. I throw all my shell husks in there. They'll go in the compost pile outside later. So if you want to do what I call the banana method, just do like this right here, blah, 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 and you'll just continue to peel it on back as you go. And we're going to do that, but you get the idea. We're going to work it all the way down. Now, once you've worked it all the way down like that, I just can't stop. It's like popping bubbles on things. You can't help it. So normally what I like to do, though, is when I get them whole and complete like this, instead of peeling this whole thing and having to come and work my way down, what I do is I go ahead and cut it into pretty much the sections I want them to be as sponges. So like this one here, I was coming through, pair of scissors, nothing fancy, and I cut, I cut it into sections. Dun, 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 dun. Go ahead and stick my in there like that. Just get on in there. You'll get your own kind of rhythm of how you do it. And when you have a couple million of these to do, ring it. After you do a couple million of these, you'll get really good at it. So if I go ahead and cut it into pre-done sections, kind of close to what I want, final product, it's a lot easier for me just to go ahead and peel these back. Now you have a lufah sponge, and you can see there's still a few little black straggler seeds in there. I use a nice paring knife. My son got me this one for Father's Day one year. Love Ryan. Love you too, son. Anyway, so we take it and we'll go in here, get in there and pluck them little seeds out. Make sure you don't stab your finger on the other side. Don't do that. I'll go in there, I'll pluck the little seeds out. Then finally my son with the paring knife, and magic box has got everything in. So then you have final product. I'm actually going to take some twine, tie around here, put some little cards on it, something. Million different uses. So now you're at the stage now, you got exfoliator. Some people cut it long ways like this, cut it thinner, thicker. That's your preference. Now, at this point, you can see it's pretty white, pretty natural, pretty clean. You can rinse this under some water. You can rinse it in the vinegar, let it dry out. Again, a lot of people take in a little bit of bleach and water and dip it in there and whiten it a little bit more. I like the natural look. I like the natural. It's nice and soft. It's ready to rock and roll. So you got a couple methods. You can go ahead and cut it like that. You can do the banana peel method, whatever suits you fine. For the longest time, I did just take my paring knife and I would just go through and cut it like that. Ooh, look at all those seeds just popped out. I used to do that way for a long time. Told you we're gonna have a lot of seeds in this video. Lots of seeds. So, many ways to do it. Once they're dried good, that is a big key. All right, now we're down to the second part, the seeds. How do we keep up with the seeds here? So, got a bunch of the seeds are gonna dry out. You can put them on a baking sheet, let them dry out, whatever. If they're still kind of green and wet, you definitely need to dry them before you bag them. Make sure they're good and dry before you put them in a bag. This one is extra super dried out. Like I said, you can lay them in a baking sheet, foil on a tabletop in a window, let them dry out really, really, really good. Very important before you bag them up. But like I said, I know these are very dry, happy, good to go. A lot of times I'll take these, I'm doing a bunch of them, I'll put all these into one bowl, and then at the end, I'll just put a few in a bag like that. I usually put about that many, yay so, in a Ziploc. At this point, I really don't tie it up good or roll it up tight or anything like that. I just leave it kind of open, make sure its air's out good. I'll set them off to the side. And once I have that done, what I do is I'll take my trusty marker and then I'll write on there lucky person's name or the date these were harvested, or I'll just put Casa del Sol. Casa del Sol. And then I'll give those out to happy people and so forth, so on. Spread the love, spread the lufah love. So there you go. We have lufah seeds ready procured. When you're ready, you can tie them up a little bow. I'm actually going to do it for some lucky viewers and fans. I'm going to take some mason jars, something cute. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it yet. But I'm going to take some of the loofahs, I'm going to cut a couple little pieces of loofah, and I'm going to stuff them down in here. I'm cut me a little more. Don't be stingy with the loofah. We got plenty, right? Don't be stingy with the loofah. So I'm going to do it like this here. I tell you what, everybody's like, oh, you know, sometimes it's kind of small, but I tell you, sometimes it's good small, do your feetsies, whatever. So I'm going to take some mason jars or something. I'm going to throw a couple loofahs in there like that once I get them all cleaned up and pretty. And then I'm going to take some of my lufah seeds, and I'm going to shake, and I'm going to throw some lufah seeds in there like that. As you can see, bam, a little burlap top, a little shmee, a little I love you on the side, and we have a little bit of maybe some bath salts or something in here. Options for days. You got plenty. A couple little herbs or something in there, some rosemary, some lavender would be nice, little woosah. But anyway, so there you go. These are my little gifts. If you want to win this one, if you want one of these right here, just go down, leave me a comment below. Hey, Woody, hook me up with one of these. I'll pick somebody random at some point, and I'll send a couple of them out. Speaking of sending out a couple randoms, I have several lucky winners that won some honey, and they won some of the absolutely gorgeous, if y'all haven't seen this yet, it's going to blow your mind, absolutely gorgeous rose quartz. There's actually some star rose quartz, you heard me right, star rose quartz, being cut out of this mine, Hogg Mine, LaGrange, Georgia. So I have 5 lucky winners that I drew at random from my videos, and people that have been following me and commenting and been with me for a long time and showing me the love and spread it and sharing it with other people. I appreciate y'all so much. It's been really fun. So I'm going to send these out. I got some really just spectacular pieces of rose quartz, some really dark, some really light. I actually found some beryl down at the mine too. I'm going to show you a couple big chunks, big old chunks. Beryl there that we found at the mine. Found some really nice specimens. So I'm going to give this away. Look at that. Just beautiful stuff here. So like I said, I'm going to give some of this away to some lucky winners. I'm going to ship them out to you. Look at that. Oh, there's one in here. It's got actually, yeah. Check, that's still got a piece in it. So along with the lufah thing, I'm going to go out and spread the love, give it all away. I'm sending out to y'all next week, early next week, Monday, Tuesday. I'm going to get these out in the mail to you. Thank y'all again so much for subscribing, for liking my channel, for following along. And until next time, we appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, any comments, leave it in the link down below, in the comments down below. Get back with you and try to answer those as best I can. So until then, Casa del Sol signing out. Peace, love. Hope everybody's doing great. Time to go into the garden and cut and harvest a bunch of fresh herbs.